Welcome guys to this video. We are going to be working on a lace-up shark. So in this week's package you will be receiving a paper ring with hole punch outs along the rim, yarn, 3 fins per person. We will also have a very toothy smile and the eyes. So these are going to be, the black dots will be the pupils. So first we are going to start off with lacing up our shark. So I'm going to put these supplies to the side. You will need glue for later on and you will see why. So let me clear my working area. So now I'm just going to find the end of my yarn and I'm going to pass it through the first hole. And I'm going to secure it by making a knot. We don't want to pull too hard because we don't want to cause the paper to rip or break the hole. So now I'm going to look for my other end and I'm going to start lacing. And you could really start anywhere. You don't need to start at any specific location. Just remember to have fun and just enjoy your time with this, and you'll make a cool pattern. You'll see it at the end. With whichever pattern that you decide to go through, it depends on how you lace it up. And you don't want to leave too much slack. You want it to be pretty firm in the middle, but not too firm where we rip our plates. Okay, you see that, guys? Put it over here. As you get further along, you won't have such a hard time gathering all your yarn together because they'll keep getting shorter and shorter. So just trust the process and enjoy it. So far we have a star. A tip that I could give you is that once you pass it through the front and it goes to the back, you can also turn the plate around and find the next hole that you would like to thread your yarn through, if that makes it easier for you. Ooh, you see? That's a mistake I just made right here. So as you can see, I looped it through the back and I brought it through the front. That is something we should avoid so that we leave this outer rim empty, and you'll see why in a bit. So let me just go back through, and I want to pick that same spot. Just push it through on the other end, pull out the string. Don't worry if you do make that mistake. You could just do what I did and just take it out and rethread it the proper way. But that's how we learn. we make mistakes, and then we just do better as we keep going. So now that I have every hole filled, and I still have quite a bit of yarn left, I do want to go back in and just re-thread some of these holes to fill in some of my empty gaps, like right here. Big gaps like that, because we will be gluing on our teeth and eyes and our fins. So let's keep, at this point, once you have filled them all, we can just look around and see what is the best way to fill up these holes. So right here, I do have a major gap, so I'm going to put it into this hole right here. I'm able to close that gap up a little bit more by threading it through the back and filling up right there. So let's keep having some fun here. So now we're getting to the end of our string. So pretty soon I'm going to tie this off and move on to the next step. I'm just going to find the next hole that would help fulfill these gaps. Since I only have a short distance that I can go, I'm going to end it over here. And then I'm going to pick up just another string that's closest to make a loop. Pull that through the loop, tie it, and we can do that one more time to secure our yarn. We don't want any loose ends. So that is our body so far. Next, we are going to glue on our fins. This is when you will use your glue stick or whichever glue that you have available. So you will have 3. Let me just show you. This is gonna be the top fin. This is usually what people see outside of the water that gives them the sign that, oh, there is a shark patrolling the area. And then these are gonna be the fins to the side. Okay, guys? So you will be adding glue onto the bottom of each fin on the blue side, because that will be getting attached to our paper plate. And so you want to be very generous with each piece when you apply your glue, because we want it to stick very firmly. And next, we are going to go through and add our fins. What I like to do is I like to reinforce my glue, or whatever I'm attaching. So I add another little layer. And I'm going to designate this area for the top fin. I'm going to place it down, and I'm just going to apply pressure to the base to make sure that they stick. And then just check my work and rub off any glue on the other side. Looks good so far. And next we are going to go and add our shark fins. So they might actually have to go like this. We want the round part towards the top, and we can put it at an angle. So I'm going to designate this area for that fin. Always apply pressure and be patient with your glue. And then I'm going to go to this side and designate this area for my other fin. Put it at an angle. If your glue is still wet, you can always, go back and move it just slightly. So now we're going to turn it around. And so far we almost have our complete shark. But we got to add a few key details to let us know that we have a shark. Like starting with our toothy smile. So I'm going to add glue onto the back of this. I do have a white set, so both sides are white. But in your care packages, one side may be a color and the other side will be white. So make sure you add glue on the side that is colored similar to your plate, or maybe it may be blue or silver. Make sure to add glue to that side. And we're gonna apply glue everywhere. You might get your surface a little dirty, but don't worry. Just go right in after and clean it up. Art is meant to be messy and fun. And then I'm going to put that on top of my yarn and press down and let it attach to any fiber that it can that's in its way so that our toothy smile stays on. Next, we will be doing our eyes. So before we add them to our yarn, we are going to dot it with a bit of glue in the center, or if you want to put them further down, or if you want to give them crazy eyes, you can do that as well. And we're going to pick up our black dots, which will be our pupils, and put them right where you desire. So now we have two eyes. On the back of our eyes, we're going to add glue because we are going to be attaching these to the yarn as well. And just pick your location. It's good to pick a location that has a lot of yarn so that it can stick to it really good. Ooh. Okay. And so there we go. That is our very friendly toothy shark. It's our lace-up shark. That's the actual name of this craft. So I hope you guys enjoy putting out your sharks together this week. And take any pictures to let us know how your art comes out. Everybody's piece always comes out very unique, and me and Krista enjoy seeing your images and being able to see your smiles, while you're showing off your artwork. Okay, guys?